Hey everyone, it's Megan Densmore. I am an actress, producer, and wellness guide, and it's Freedom Friday. I have been struggling a little bit to get these videos done, but here I am. I may be keeping this short, but I'm trying to be consistent. I know a lot of people have been watching these videos and been a big support of mine, so I'm gonna try to make it happen. So today's topic is what happens when you're uncomfortable. Now, if you think about that question, probably where you went to is, oh, how do I feel when I'm uncomfortable? Or what things make me feel uncomfortable? Or what are the most recent times that I felt embarrassed or something happened that I, just didn't feel like I was safe in a situation that I was in. That's probably where you're gonna go. But today, I want to talk about actually what happens out there with other people when you're uncomfortable, because you may not have thought of it that way. I have quite a few opportunities in my life to feel uncomfortable. It's sort of my default setting. I'm naturally a really shy person, and I don't always love social situations, although most people wouldn't really know that about me. In fact, a lot of people find it hard to believe that I don't love being social or that I'm shy. But I am very, very much challenged by being around people that I don't know or in environments that are not what I'm used to. So for me, that looks like if I'm in a new environment with a bunch of new people, I have to get in that environment more frequently, and I have to know people in that environment, or I have to have like a safe haven or a safe spot. I have to have a person or a group of people that I can connect with. So I'll do the best at a party if I brought a friend with me and I know that I can go check in with that friend, be with them if I need to get a recharge, and then I can go mingle and connect with other people in that event or that party. But I've got a safe spot I can go back to. When I'm in situations where I don't have a safe spot I can go back to, sometimes I can't handle it at all. And I just leave, or I go on my phone, or I go sit in a corner. It's just really hard for me. And if I have more than one safe sort of spot at the party, maybe I know 5 or 10 people, then you're gonna see me being out there talking to people, being charismatic, mingling, looking confident. Because that means I have multiple connections in that situation where I would feel comfortable, right? So I actually don't feel uncomfortable in that moment. So now hang in with me here, because I have a really solid point here. I have found that certain people who don't know me very well, when I am in a situation where I know no one, or I only know maybe a couple people, but I don't know them very well, and I don't have a safe person or a recharge spot, I find that a lot of people think that I'm stuck up or aloof, or that they don't like me very much. They think I'm kind of a bitch, or they think that I'm too good for those people or that event. So, and that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, I just don't know how to talk to people sometimes. It's something that doesn't come easily to me always. Like I said, if I have a safe connection, or I have someone there that I can connect with, then it's very different, and I'll go talk to strangers and I'll be much, much more confident. So what I want to put out there today is, when you're uncomfortable, or when you're in a situation that's new or different to you, what are the tools you have to make sure you're connecting with people? Or how do you connect with people to let them know that you value them, and maybe be a little vulnerable in these situations that are uncomfortable, so that you're not stuck getting qualified as something that you're not. Thank you, Johan. Yes, I know I'm a nice person. Thank you. I'm not really worried about people thinking that I'm nice or not nice. I'm just interested in this very one thing, that maybe there are other people who deal with the same thing. Often confident people or people who deal with challenges socially, like social anxiety, those kinds of things, get classified as aloof. And I find this classification very interesting because it has a negative connotation, when in reality, we don't actually know what's going on for that person behind that. So this is just continuing a conversation that I always want to have, where how do we connect better with people? How do we ask more questions and figure out what's going on for that person? Maybe before we look at that person in the corner and assume like they're on their phone, or assume that, you know, they don't want to be involved in what's going on, maybe they do. So if you're a person who's really comfortable socially, I'm going to encourage you to go over to that person, introduce yourself, and if you get sort of a discomfort back, or you get like a short response, just hang with that person a little bit and maybe challenge yourself to ask a few more questions. Not assume that they're not interested, and maybe find out, hey, are you having trouble with this event or this environment? You know, is there, like, can I introduce you to some people that I know? Is there anyone specifically that you came here to meet, or that you would want to connect with, or any specific kind of person you would want to meet? I do find that in situations where I do feel comfortable and connected and have a lot of people there, I try to do that. And that's, I think, why I've gotten a bit of a reputation as being like a good networker or connector, or that kind of thing. Because when I'm comfortable, which is often, I'll be honest, I try to see if I can make as many other people in the room as comfortable as I am. And when you do that, you can meet a lot of really interesting people from really fascinating backgrounds. So, thanks, Johan. So I'm just curious about that. Feel free to share this video if this is something you connect with. I'll put some comments below a little more about what the topic of the video is like discomfort, social anxiety, networking, connecting, those kinds of things. And encourage you to not be afraid of things that make you uncomfortable in other areas too. I'm just specifically talking about networking and events and being social. Don't be afraid of them, and don't be also afraid of taking someone with you that makes you feel safe and comfortable if it's a difficult situation for you the first couple of times, or every single time. And don't be afraid to connect with people and tell them the truth about what's happening for you. It's okay to be shy, or to feel vulnerable, or to not know how to talk to certain people, or not know how you're supposed to behave in environments and events that you haven't, you know, been a part of before. Actually communicating that and sharing that with people can breed connection, and you're going to be surprised how many people feel exactly the same way as you do. Thank you, Moses. Yeah, unconscious hello. I've heard of that a little bit. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. Hopefully this gives you some freedom around discomfort and events and networking and being social. And if you ever find yourself in an event with me, and you're uncomfortable, come up and tell me, and we can connect about it, and I will be there for you, and maybe I'll even be able to introduce you to some more people. Have a great Friday, everybody. Again, my name is Megan Densmore. I'm an actress, producer, I'm a wellness guide, I'm also a freedom coach, and I'm going to do my best to keep going live every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Have a good day.